Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
At the 13-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no 1st down comes of it. And in the end, no points come up.
And Brandon, I tell you, in a sudden change offense, you must capitalize. This is where you can really swing momentum in your favor. But that time, they let him off the hook.
They run with a former Panther. It's D'Onta Foreman.
Able to push his way through. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Fields on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
They'll find Osborne here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Rather quietly, Osborne has become a relied-upon presence in Minnesota. 650 yards each of the last 2 seasons, due for an even bigger role for them in 2023.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. Another run now for Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Cousins.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
To throw, Cousins.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
Touchdown!
Kene Nwangu
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Fields going to move him around. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, Fields.
On the move to his left. His throw incomplete.
The Bears at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Easy.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. Oh, what a move. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 33. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Foreman will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Bears first down.
Here's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
EQ.
To throw is Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
West right there. Hey, going out right here. Out, hurry up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 47-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the Vikings first down.
Handoff right side, Nwangu. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 48 yards. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
And they're on the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second down, they go back to Herbert. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On the give is Nwangu, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
First. Hey, we're good. Gun.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Gun. Two.
Cousins to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. He'll get this to Nwangu. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake, Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Go.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Fields. Looking deep here from Mooney.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Don't jump.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Now Fields.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Flushed out right.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it is 28-0. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset, and here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Cousins.
Open man is Osborne.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Vikings.
KJ Osborne.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Extend. Right.
Foreman takes it, headed right.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some
and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Back to throw. Fields. That'll be caught by Foreman.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15.
3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Fields now to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Gun. Good routes here. Black.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, no, easy. Yo. Hey, steamer.
Throwing, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play fake, Cousins.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
11.
From his goal line here, Fields.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Brandon Smith picks it off.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
To throw, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. Touchdown!
K.J. Osborne with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it is 42-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
You got me.
To throw is Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And they'll run again, and this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Vikings. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. safe to say we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here we go. You good.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Tonight.
Herbert powering up the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action, Fields.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Tonight.
On play action, Fields.
Rolling to his right. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously, a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, Go.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
On the run is Nwangu.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu
with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Joseph on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56. Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Flush to his right.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20.
551. Hey,
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
He's on his way.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Cousins.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, are they going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On 1st down, Fields.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they take a knee.
winning team here, Charles. That's